Gentlemen, we lost one of the biggest and most globally recognized icons.
Hulk Hogan's legacy is under attack, and Kevin Nash is not having it. The wrestling icon's death has reignited old controversies, but Nash just dropped a bombshell defense that's got everyone talking. This is Alpha War Room, and we're diving into Nash's raw, emotional plea to protect Hogan's memory, his family's grief, and the truth behind a legend's complicated past. Buckle up, this one's intense. It's July 2025, and the wrestling world is still reeling from the loss of Hulk Hogan, who passed away on July 24th at 71 from a cardiac arrest. Tributes have flooded in from fans, wrestlers, and even Hollywood stars, celebrating the man who made Hulkamania a global phenomenon. But not everyone's raising a toast. Some are digging up Hogan's past, especially a 2015 scandal that nearly ended his career. Enter Kevin Nash, Hogan's longtime friend and NWO brother, who's stepping up with a fiery message to shut down the critics. On his Click This podcast, Nash didn't hold back, and his words are sparking a heated debate. Let's break it down. If you're a Hulkamaniac or just love wrestling's raw emotion, hit that subscribe button right now. Alpha War Room is your home for the stories that define this industry, and this one hits hard. Smash that bell icon to stay locked in for every update. All right, let's dive into Nash's explosive defense and why it's got the wrestling world divided. Kevin Nash is done with the haters. On the latest episode of Click This, he came out swinging for his fallen friend. For the people that want to go after Hogan for doing this, doing that, how about man, he roared. Nash, 1/3 of the NWO, alongside Hogan and Scott Hall, didn't mince words. He's dead. How about his kids, man? Can't you just lay off the man? His voice cracked with emotion as he pleaded for respect, not just for Hogan, but for his grieving family. His wife, Sky Daly, daughter Brooke, 37, and son Nick, 35. Nash's message was clear. Now's not the time to tear down a legend. So what's got people so fired up? It goes back to 2015 when a leaked audio from a 2012 sex tape surfaced, capturing Hogan using the N-word multiple times and saying he was racist to a point. The fallout was brutal. WWE fired him, pulled him from the Hall of Fame, and erased him from their website. Hogan apologized, calling his words unacceptable and saying there's no excuse for it. He faced the consequences, settling a $140 million lawsuit against Gawker, which published the tape. WWE reinstated him in 2018, but the damage lingered. When Hogan appeared at Raw's Netflix premiere in January 2025, fans booed loudly, showing the divide in how they viewed him. Nash's frustration boils down to timing. Hogan's been gone less than a week, and his family's still grieving. Sky Daly's heartbreaking Instagram post on July 25th said it all. "My heart is in pieces. I thought we still had more time." Nash echoed that pain, saying, "Think about his kids, think about his friends and family. If you don't have nothing good to say." He called out the sensationalism of critics who, in his view, are piling on a dead man who can't defend himself. "Ain't nothing's gonna change now," Nash said. "I know he doesn't care. I know he didn't." For Nash, it's about letting Hogan's loved ones mourn in peace. Let's talk about who Hulk Hogan was. Born Terry Bollea in 1953, he became wrestling's biggest star in 1984 when he won the WWF Championship from the Iron Sheik. Hulkamania was born, and it changed everything. Hogan headlined 7 of the first 8 WrestleManias, slammed Andre the Giant in front of 93,000 fans at WrestleMania 3, and turned WWE into a global powerhouse. His battles with Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, and The Rock are etched in history. Beyond the ring, he starred in Rocky III, had a hit reality show with Hogan Knows Best, and inspired kids as the top Make-A-Wish celebrity. Even in his final years, he launched Real American Beer and planned a new wrestling venture, Real American Freestyle. Hogan wasn't just a wrestler, he was a cultural icon. Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan go way back. In 1996, they formed the New World Order with Scott Hall, a faction that flipped wrestling on its head. The NWO's black and white swagger made WCW the hottest promotion during the Monday Night Wars, drawing record ratings. Nash and Hogan weren't just co-workers, they were brothers. Nash was there through Hogan's highs, like his WCW title reigns, and lows, like the 2015 scandal. When Hogan passed, Nash took to X, writing, "My heart hurts. My brother, my friend, I'll miss you." His podcast rant wasn't just a defense, it was a friend protecting family. Hogan's family is hurting. Sky Daly, who married Hogan in 2023, shared her devastation on Instagram. To me, he was my Terry, my partner, my heart. She spoke of his faith, finding solace in knowing his soul is at peace. Brooke Hogan, 37, and Nick, 35, from Hogan's marriage to Linda Hogan are also grieving. Brooke's recent posts about their strained relationship add a layer of tragedy. She revealed in March 2025 that she'd cut contact with both parents, but a final conversation with Hogan gave her peace. Nick appeared on Raw on July 28th, standing tall during WWE's tribute to his father, a moment that brought fans to tears. Nash's plea to think about his kids hits hard when you see the pain they're carrying. Fans are torn. On X, #Hulkamania trended for days after Hogan's passing, with fans sharing clips of his WrestleMania moments and Real American entrance. Many called him the greatest ever, with one user writing, "Hogan made my childhood. Rest in power, Hulkster." But others brought up the 2015 scandal, arguing his legacy is tainted. A post read, "Hogan was a legend, but those words can't be erased." WWE's tribute on Raw was heartfelt, with a video package and Nick's appearance, but some fans booed, echoing the mixed reaction from January 2025. Nash's rant has sparked debate. Should we focus on Hogan's contributions or hold him accountable forever? Hogan wasn't perfect, and he owned it. After the 2015 scandal, he apologized publicly, saying, "I'm not a racist, but I never should have said what I said." He worked to make amends, speaking at boys and girls clubs and mentoring young wrestlers. His 2018 WWE reinstatement was a step toward forgiveness, and his faith became a big part of his later years. In a 2024 interview, he said becoming a Christian gave him peace. "I was sick and tired of myself." While some fans never forgave him, others saw a man trying to grow. Nash's defense asks us to see Hogan as human, flawed but impactful. Hogan's story is about more than wrestling. It's about resilience and legacy. He took WWE from small venues to global arenas, inspired generations, and fought through 25 surgeries to keep going. His mistakes don't erase the joy he brought millions. Nash's words remind us to think about the human side. Hogan's family, his friends, the people who loved him. As wrestling moves forward with stars like Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, Hogan's shadow looms large. His Real American Freestyle venture, set to launch August 30th, 2025, will carry his vision, proving Hulkamania never dies. Let's honor the man who told us to say our prayers and eat our vitamins, even if he wasn't perfect. Hulk Hogan's gone, but his legacy lives on, and Kevin Nash is fighting to protect it. From Hulkamania to heartbreak, Hogan's story is one of triumph and flaws. What do you think? Should we celebrate Hogan's impact or keep calling out his past? Drop a like, share this video with your wrestling crew, and hit the comments with your thoughts. This is Alpha War Room, where we honor the legends and face the tough truths. Rest in peace, Hulkster. Your pythons will flex forever.